Public service workers belonging to the Public Servants Association have gathered in the city of Tshwane for a nationwide shutdown. This as buses are shipping those delegates and some members of the PSA in from as far as the Limpopo province into the city of Tshwane, as they will be embarking on a march this to the Treasury today. This is of course against the 3% wage offer that they say will not do anything to help the workers. The workers belonging in the public sector from the PSA have decided to lead the charge and down tools, and this is a move that they promise that will be followed suit by other unions belonging to the COSATU block and the SABC block. But I'm going to bring into the discussion now Mr. Yanni Uwesthuizen, who is the chief negotiator from the PSA, who'll just let us in on what we can expect here today. We are seeing that it's already a hive of activity. Your members are gathered here and you'll be embarking on that march to the Treasury. What can we expect here today?
Well, welcome to the viewers. We are waiting for some buses from Limpopo and from Mpumalanga and Northwest still. Then we will start marching to the National Treasury in handing over a memorandum. The memorandum is just set out the demands that we have given to government, and they have to respond within 7 days. Failure, which we will intensify our actions, and it will go far beyond this. This is just a warning to the government that we mean business, and we will not be detracted from what they're trying to do with unilateral implementation, which we regard as very arrogant from the employer. We are here, therefore, seeing that the masses will march in unison in order to fight for their rights enshrined in the Constitution in terms of collective bargaining. We will not allow this government to take us, to deteriorate us from our course of action today.
And we are seeing as well that your members are just in high spirits, ready to march. What is contained in that memorandum of demands? We know that Chief is the 3% that you are slamming and rejecting as workers, but the contents of that memorandum of demands, is it something that, isn't it something that government already is aware of in terms of the dissatisfaction coming from the workers?
Well, the demand in the memorandum is that we demand 10%, as we've initially demanded in the Bargaining Council. So, and on top of that, we demand also a further cash gratuity to continue beyond the 31st of March 2023, and that it must not be stopped as the government offer currently is on the table. Further, we demand that they retract the unilateral implementation of the 3%, which they've already indicated that it will show in the bank accounts of the members on the 17th of November, which we regard this as an utter arrogance of this government, and that's why we're here to fight against that, and that's what our demands will be. If the employer fails to adhere to our demands, we will intensify the strike, and we will continue up until next month, up until the festive season. And we make sure, we know that the ANC election is coming up, and we make sure that all those things are being disrupted in the coming future.
Let us end then on those workers that are here. Which industries are they from? Which industries impacted today as the strike action by PSA members goes ahead? Where are they from? These members from which part of the public sector are they from?
Well, mostly they're concentrated in the Department of Home Affairs, Transport, Department of Labour, Social Development. There's a lot of the departments. Actually, the entire public service are gathering here together, except for our essential services. We are a responsible union, and we will not take out our essential service workers, because then it will be against the law. So therefore, we want to send out a stern warning to the public as well, and the government, that the services at Home Affairs, when you want to obtain an ID, a passport, a death certificate, birth certificate, you might not be able to get it. There will be disruptions and there will be distortions at those workplaces. So we must, the government put the narrative outside there, everything is normal and everything goes as it's planned and nothing will be disrupted. It's a wrong message that they send out to the public. The public can go and look for themselves. There will not be services at these departments because of this march that we are fighting against, this poverty wage that the employer wants to implement to our members.
Mr. Yanni Uwesthuizen, sir, thank you very much for your time. He's coming through as the chief negotiator from the Public Servants Association, just letting us in on their march today to the Treasury. This is as that national shutdown over the wage impasse in the public sector is in full swing today. We're seeing their members telling us that they're waiting for others to also be joining in, be shipped in here. But I'm going to ask my colleague Gabi to just show you what is happening in the back there. These are PSA members that that have gathered here from 9 provinces. They'll be embarking on that march. They are wearing their red T-shirts saying Ramaphosa said no to salary increases, all work, no pay increase. And they're saying that we must stop this thing of undermining collective bargaining, stop an attack on collective bargaining. They are streaming in. Some of them, they are going to be joining their colleagues here in the downing of tools, but we're expecting that the march should get underway with an indication from them in terms of when we can go ahead, but they're going to be submitting that memorandum of demands later on today to the Treasury. Katlego Legodi, SABC News, Pretoria.